Well, it's finally here after all waiting this so long for 5 years since 2019 for high school begins. So today I will talk about all through the high school years between okay. Our apologies for unexpected, but I was getting harsh. Don't worry. So 2019 to 2024. So yeah, although I've been first beginning high school since 2018, but now we're gonna interview about 2019 to 2024. So first up is 2019. After Miss Energy was being harsh with me, I was starting to pay attention. So this is what I'm gonna recap of something. So in August 2019, I was I was I was getting first start ever since I was in the culinary class for now just because yeah for Coach Kane. But no, not Chef Calson. So I was me with this, and then I went to the art class with Ariana, and then ever since she's gone. So but the last one, okay, so we know there was going to be volleyball tournament, but last 5 years since it was first announcing, because when I was 16, I was playing volleyball tournament for the very first time, and then 2019, because I was very in March 2019, I was very first basketball tournament for the very first time. Ever since right now, they become all of them, and then in May, it was very first time was in a VIP prom. But now, thankfully, but now, yes, thanks for the recap for today. But I want to share about this one. But when it first started in the meeting, so I was very real upset with Miss Energy and all people, and yeah, they want to force me for all a couple of years term to 22. But 2020, when the COVID-19 pandemic hit us. So it was suspended for all of this in March 11th, 13, wait, 16, when I was no school for a couple of weeks, because that was first started was studying homework so I could get a laptop or something. I was playing for the laptop for very long times since I was 17 years old, because there would be no more execute, no meaning, no volleyball, no basketball. So I think it's gonna be difficult to tell you, but it was not first started since research begins right now. But yeah, no COVID-19, yeah, no school for all the 2020s before. But in 2021, in April, when I first going back to school, since I was 18 years old, it was forced me going to school because when I turned 22. But in July, I was keen to start, but Mr. Usher told me to go to summer school. But since 2019, I was getting upset when I was no when I said no summer school, because it's a little bit difficult to tell you, but it'll get first started ever since then. But when Mr. Eric left it, he's going to Oregon. He was going to be policeman. But in August, and then we revealed that was Mr. Coburn was coming. And we first started since 2020, ever since 2020. Otherwise, since I like me Mr. Coburn better than usual, but yeah, and they first started that was supposed to happen. But in October there was no basketball anymore. But there's no parade. Do you know why it's no parade? Because it's a COVID-19 pandemic, and yeah, that's about it. So no budget ball. But in October in 2021, I was sitting here meeting with Mr. Coburn and tell me all about the turn 22. Turn about I'm turn 22. Sorry. Tell me when I turned 22 that was supposed to happen. But now then it get changed a little bit different to stay for forced to school a little bit a while. But 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 when I first going to BE with Coach K, I was getting first started the very first time. So I was getting excited when he used it because yeah, I was getting excited to meet with Coach Kane. In 2022, however, however, Mr. Kobo was officially leave because I don't know why when he leaves. But he was coming back, Miss Anderson. I don't like her. I don't like with disrespect with her teacher because it make me mad about this. So, and then and then I was and then I was coming back to PE to a couple of years, like first in a couple of years, the first started. But with Coach Kane, yeah. But when I was in Spanish the very first time, 2022. Things like it changed with Miss Sanderson. Yep, I was met with Miss Elsa. So ever since I was started, it was committed was yeah. In October, and when I was in the meeting with Miss Anderson over again, when I first started, returned 22 that much. So because I have to stay a little longer so I can graduation. But it didn't work out. I wasn't graduate 2023 because it didn't work. So yeah, but when I was yeah, ever since basketball was 2022, because I was absent because I didn't like there was no way there a COVID-19 pandemic hit. But I made by to stay home because I played Mario Party 9 for the very first time. Ever since then. So 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 in 2023, however, they coming back to basketball tournament for the very first time since 2023. It will be also it's gonna be a tournament this year, but no, tournament last year. But I was getting worked, but no, but I was getting worked out because of the basketball. But Miss Arjun was not listening to me because this. But in May, it was going back to I was going back to the VIP prom. Ever since then was different the change going to Fortuna to Eureka. That was it gets changed. So even though yeah, like always coming through this one time. But when Miss Everson leaves, officially is turned gone. Officially gone, she will no longer see me anymore. Because for good because I'm glad I got rid of her as much. But in August the new teacher, her name is Miss Klein. I didn't met Miss Klein for her, I don't know, typical Attila, but this one, since I don't know. Okay, so, well, in the meantime, I was excited to go into, Spanish class for the very first, wait, no, I was going to last Spanish class with Miss Elsa, so it gets changed, so, yeah. And then when I first go to CO for the very first time since last year when we first started, even though things will get changed, but I'm glad to see. But in October, when Miss Klein and me going out, he will be graduate in 2024 this year. So I was graduate over here since I was then, but she told me it didn't work out because she wants me to stay another year till I'm 22. So that didn't work out. So even always I can do it. But in basketball of last year, I was still to play basketball last one. So because this would mean my last chance to use this one. But now when Chelsea was being ignored me for the very first time because she told me about, but I was being ignored because I was getting upset ever since then. So but now when I would go into the Pocket Pass for the very first time ever since there was last year, yeah. But this year January, however, but we're going to be there's like okay. So in May, we go. I was getting the Fortuna in the gym since 2019, ever since then. But things like it changed. It's difficult to see. But in June, I was graduating the very first time ever since there. But he told me he was to see you next year as well. But yeah, but now things are get changing a little bit about here because guess what? I can no longer go into PE or Mr. Rose anymore because this is my last chance to go into Miss Klein's room because I was getting excited to go to see the work for Cal Poly for the long time ago. But since then working on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday ever since then. So, yeah, I think it will be no's because, yes. So, I think it will be no sense to me because no semester was no Spanish class, no PE, and no culinary class because I'm due here for the last day of school. No, next year as well. Go to me. But last month October I was not given a parade for the very first time since 2021, and yeah, and 20th was canceled because I was absent because I didn't work out. So who matters? So in the meantime, yeah, I will stay here for no parade in the very first time ever since here. But last year in mean, but we finally know. I finally get to this because I'm turned 22. Next year, 2025, it's gonna be different. So I think I'm gonna be done. There's gonna be the last one. There's gonna be the last school year will be June 12th, 2025. Yeah, I'm gonna get excited because there is no more participate all afforded to me because I'm done. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be out school from now on. So since because I'm turned 22 for next year as well. So it'll be great. So I will see you next year on January 1st, and I will record my video as soon as possible. So thank you, and we'll see you in a couple of days. So I'll see you next year. Bye everybody. Peace.